I want to discuss a famous YouTuber who gained popularity through her prophecies. Personally, I've always been skeptical of people like her, primarily because my experiences often involve dealing with false prophets who antagonize and scapegoat me. In fact, I was targeted by a group that projected their own flaws onto me. This YouTuber recently talked about coveting, and one of the smear campaigns against me was centered around the narrative that I was a copycat who coveted what another has. So they crafted the story to make someone else look like the victim and paint me as the villain. She shared a story about someone allegedly coveting another person's life, portraying the villain as someone who was stuck in an unhappy relationship or toxic relationship and is envious of someone who didn't settle for less. This narrative hit close to home because it mirrors the smear campaign used against me, because as to how I understood my targeting, the perpetrator wanted to be looked at as someone superior or better than me. But here's the thing, just because I might be in a healthy relationship or a toxic relationship, it doesn't mean that I envy you or want your life. Or perhaps that's the lie that this perpetrator tell others to excuse being left alone. Maybe she wasn't chosen. It's almost laughable. Sure, I'd feel upset too. I'm sure everyone can make sense of that. Contrary to my reality, if you analyze the videos I have previously discussed, you will notice someone claiming to be the divine feminine while being a mistress. And this person attempted to portray me as the karmic wife using lies to make me appear terrible. So if you think about it, if those claims are false, it becomes clear that there is a third party trying to claim something that doesn't rightfully belong to her and is trying to covet what is not hers. So back to this YouTuber. Well, she used to be a tarot reader, and as far as I remember, there have been skeptics about her too. Someone accused her of being a gang stalker and a deceiver. So here's my experience with this person. So she tried to paint someone as a liar in one of her readings, and I commented on her post saying, well, it depends on who your villain is, because this could be a discrediting campaign against your villain, or it could be the truth about a gang stalker. So either you're a gang stalker or you're not, and we don't make money here, you do. So she got really upset and accused me of being an undercover hater, adding that I shouldn't be watching her. Well, we all have reasons why. So I responded that what I said was the truth. So if the truth bothers her, then maybe it's because it complicates things for her. So I asked her, does my truth complicate you? And that truth isn't hate. It only becomes hate when twisted and manipulated. So as many of you know, the group targeting me has been using humiliation ritual abuse within this community. They are a group of Satanists, deceiving people into believing they are good, while in reality, they were actively trying to destroy me. So around the same time all of this was happening to me, in fact, it's still happening, this person released a video discussing her experience in satanic humiliation rituals. The thing is, I've seen my enemies pull this trick. So did you know that in gang stalking, as defined by another victim, it has something to do with someone else trying to take the credit of your work. So essentially, we are dealing with destiny thieves. So years in this fight, my enemy's techniques includes heavy manipulation, flipping the narrative, antagonizing me, switching roles to make themselves look innocent, and I'll serve as the scapegoat for what they do. So the narcissist, the thief, the liar, the destiny thief, the manipulator, everything that they are. Outside of my own experiences, other people's encounters with this person has nothing to do with me, but I do agree with them. Or if not totally agree with them, it is highly possible. I have noticed the same inconsistencies they have pointed out. Personally, I don't believe in self-proclaimed prophets, especially those who are profiting from it it for a living. There are many people defending this person, but here's the thing. Spiritual warfare is rooted in deception. And charm and charisma has nothing to do with the truth, and neither do personal biases or preferences. I am a sinful person and would never claim to be holy, but I won't condemn you for your
I will
sins, your
not.
struggles, your addictions, your shortcomings. We are all human, and if I have nothing else to offer you, at least I can offer understanding. I don't aim to destroy anyone in my pursuit of exposing the truth. The only people who end up destroyed are those who are actively trying to destroy me. I once read in an article discussing modern day prophets, and it mentioned an important point that you will know false prophets by their fruit. And these false prophets often repeat the same messages that God is going to enlarge your tent, expand your influence, give you great favor, and bless you mightily. I completely agree because I have observed this behavior in a false prophet who has been targeting me for years. And this person, this tarot reader, she measures one's worth by how much money you have. So her idea of being an empress revolves entirely around wealth, and she looks down on those who are not as financially well off and calls them bum or a broke bitch. You see, if we're talking about spiritual matters, it has nothing to do with money. While God may bless us with influence, it is never the main focus. As that article pointed out, true prophets, both historically and biblically, speak out against injustice and exploitation. So how can we tell? How can we tell when everyone is playing the victim? If the world is full of deception, I'd say it comes down to one thing: their ability to provide proof of their claims. No, I don't have a sister, but it doesn't mean I am trying to covet someone's life. It just means that it's a cover up by the thieves, an illusion for the corruption. The last screenshot I shared with you showed someone accusing Stephanie was spying on her and repeating everything she had said in private, word for word. Did you know that I have experienced the same thing with tarot readers? I even made a video about it. In cases of gang stalking, hacking is often involved, which is how they gain access to your private conversations and know what's happening in your life. This is also how they can attempt to destroy you. I can affirm this witness's statement because I have personally experienced similar tactics in my own targeting. If you look at the next comment, it states that she's been following Stephanie for years and witnessed her stealing content from another creator she also follows on TikTok. So seeing this, it made me realize that these kinds of thieves are everywhere. So if you notice the pattern, stealing, hacking, it all points out to gang stalking. And unfortunately, those who experience this aren't often believed. Meanwhile, these predators who pretend to be virtuous get away with it unscathed, profiting at the expense of others. So most of the time, I have noticed that anyone who tries to oppose this person ends up being attacked by blind, gullible followers who cannot think for themselves. So despite this, I still encourage people to speak up. From my own experience, I know it can feel intimidating because you're up against someone who got a large following and you defy to be a sheep. Narcissists are highly calculated. They know exactly what they're doing and are skilled at manipulating their environment. So they are especially careful about protecting their reputations because they have worked so hard to cast an illusion to people that they are good people, which makes it even harder to expose them. So trust me when I say that narcissists don't abuse everyone. They strategically choose their targets. I can always tell when someone has been abused by a true narcissist because they often feel that no one will believe them. But to those people who has been in this situation, as long as you are true, nothing matters. And let's be clear, gang stalkers are narcissists, and I am not one.